As a Dammerman Fellow, I'm looking at how specific members of the microbiota contribute to colorectal cancer. Some constituents of the microbiota are enriched in colorectal cancers, and one of these bacteria is Fusobacterium nucleatum. And this bacterium seems to also be able to potentiate to cancer formation in mouse models. And so we're really interested in understanding the mechanisms underneath this so that we can start to look at whether Fusobacterium can be used as a marker for colorectal cancer diagnosis, but also be used as a target for treatment and even possibly prevention. And so we really need to understand the basics of this interaction before we can consider how we can use it down the road actually in terms of patient care. I came from sort of beneficial microbes and a bacterial genetics standpoint. And so as I've gone in research from undergrad to graduate school to postdoc, I've sort of gone up in the world. I started working on plant symbioses, and then I went to invertebrates looking at a squid model. And so in those two systems, I was interested in how bacteria could be beneficial to a host. And now I'm sort of taking the flip side of that coin and seeing how it can affect things more in a negative manner. And obviously cancer is one of those where you don't necessarily see the obvious connection of a role for bacteria in that health issue. Like you would if I were to ask whether you had cholera, for example. You can obviously understand how bacteria could cause a diarrheal disease, but something a little more long-term like cancer, that pairing is a little less clear. The fact that microbes can contribute to cancer has been known for a while. So like women who have the HPV vaccine for cervical cancer, and people who know that Helicobacter pylori can be involved in gastric cancer. But the fact that bacteria that are naturally part of your body can contribute in the colon, where there's so many bacteria, right? The fact that you can have one bacteria making enough of a noise to cause a disease like cancer is really a new idea that's only been around for the past couple of years.